this is
Marie.
We're building a contemporary / smart home, so we want to take you guys on a tour with us from step 0 all the way to step 10. If you guys have ever built a home, you know there is a lot involved. A lot. All the way from getting plans, design, choosing lots, all of that good stuff. Colors, flooring, anything you can think of that goes into a home, you have to do it step by step. So we wanted to kind of share this journey with you guys. I've been probably for the last 3 or 4 months studying smart homes, and one of my pieces to do with this property is to make it a smart home. Of course, Marie has her own thing that she has in mind, but for me, I'm being, a tech geek or whatever the case is, I wanted to make this home smart so we can control it from anywhere in the world.
So of course, like Ricky said, his big idea for the house is to make it a smart home. I, on the other hand, am focusing more on function, decor and design. So while he was busy counting the number of outlets so that he can have numerous charging portals and things like that, I was busy thinking about how wide I wanted my kitchen island, how many people could sit at it for holidays, my mudroom, the laundry room, just to make sure that I had enough, space to actually fold and things like that. So the channel will be a mixture of both. I'm pretty sure my ladies will enjoy my side more. But yeah, let's get started. We have our house plans here, and we're going to kind of give you guys a tour on paper.
As I mentioned before, guys, it's step 0 to step 10. And step 0 for us was selling our current home because we were already homeowners. So of course, we don't make the kind of money where you have 2 homes. So we had to sell this one, and it was not too difficult of a task to do because we put it on the market and got a contract within 2 days, just 2 days. Now here's the other part to this. We got a contract really fast, but we had to do a lot of upgrades, and fortunately Marie was into the lighter colors, getting away from the browns and going more towards the grays. So I'm going to give you guys a tour of our home, our existing home that we're about to move out of. It's totally empty, so we'll walk around and take a tour of the house before we show you the plans.
And I will also give you guys some keys and tips if you are like us, where you're current homeowners and you need to sell your home. I will show you guys things that I did in order to make sure that it was competitive in regards to the other houses on the market, and of course your new builds. If you're gonna sell, you always want to make sure that you can get top dollar for your home. So I will point out to you some of the changes that I made in here that really did add top dollar value. And it pretty much allowed us to go under contract in 2 days, and we did not have to negotiate on our price at all, which was awesome. We were able to get every dollar that we asked for.
So without further ado, let's take a tour of the home. And once we're done with that, we will come back and show you guys these wonderful plans.
Alright guys, so to start the home tour, we're actually going to start in the kitchen. So we did quite a bit of upgrades here. However, kitchen and bathroom upgrades can be the most expensive. So what you want to do is actually do your research as far as things that you absolutely have to change that you can't get around, and things that you can. So my biggest thing when upgrading the kitchen and preparing it for the market was I did not want us spending $5,000 to $10,000, possibly $15,000 on replacing countertops and backsplash. So what I did was I actually tried to find a paint color that would not only complement this, but I wanted it to be as modern as possible, again, to compete with the other houses that were being built and houses that were being put on the market. So I actually chose this really nice gray. I will put in the comments the color. I can't remember it off the top, but it is a Sherwin-Williams color. I went with a darker gray. These cabinets were originally a really dark brown wood. It was really popular about 10 years ago, and now it's just out of date in my opinion. It made the house entirely too dark. So I changed the paint color on the cabinets, and that was the biggest change. My second biggest change was actually the wall color. This is another Sherwin-Williams paint. And I basically tried to tie in the gray here along with the cabinets that would complement the backsplash. So instead of us spending $15,000 to $20,000 to change everything in here, I literally spent $100 on paint. Not including the labor. Of course, we did pay someone to come in and paint. But it literally changed the entire look of our kitchen. If I can't find an older photo, I'm going to try to post it at the end of this clip so that you guys can see a good before and after. Another thing that I kind of noticed while we were looking and searching while I was doing my research, cabinet hardware. This house was built about 10 years ago, and when they built it, they did not do cabinet hardware. So I basically found these really nice tools from Lowe's. It gave it a really clean and sleek finish, and I felt like it was a great selling point for the buyers. And we had so many people to come through. Although our house went under contract in 2 days, we had 2, almost 3 offers after like 5 visits. So to me, that was an A+. I feel like we did a phenomenal job in here. One thing I do want to point out, when you are selling your house, we made a huge mistake. Of course, there's so much paperwork involved. We sign contracts. However, please read every line, every line. We were kind of torn on whether or not we wanted to take our refrigerator with us, or if we wanted to purchase a new one with a really nice electronic screen, since Rick is wanting to do a smart home. We were undecided. Well, before we could make a decision, after signing our contract, it was brought to our attention that we actually gave our refrigerator away. The buyer asked for it. We signed the contract without reading. So not only did she get a really nice house for a great price, we now have to give our baby away. And it's no big deal. It's just that when you're building a house, you come across so many expenses, especially surprise expenses. So our ideal goal was to keep it starting off, and if we did okay budget-wise and we stayed within our budget, then we would purchase a new refrigerator. Now we kind of have to incur that expense no matter what. So be sure to read your contracts. All right, so next room of the tour is our living room. Another great selling point for us was the fact that we had an open floor concept. This was great because we do stay in Louisiana, so we don't get the big, nice mansions that you normally find in your larger cities, and the rooms tend to be a little more boxed up. We set our home at a really great selling price for this open floor concept. There wasn't much that I had to do to this living room. However, again, to get top dollar, we did replace the carpet in here. We replaced it with genuine hardwood floors, which I guess money-wise added about $4,000 worth of value to our home. I also redid the fireplace. If you watch a lot of HGTV like I do, I noticed that all of the houses kind of did away with the traditional masonry fireplaces, or they actually had like one of the electronic fireplaces. I'm a Southern girl, so when it comes to holidays, I like to feel the warmth, I like the crackling sound. I'm a fireplace chick. However, when you're trying to do modern and you're wanting to sell something that looks new, you have to make those changes. So I literally just went with a natural white on the fireplace. I made sure not to paint the insert. The insert remained black, and that just gives your buyers and anybody else that comes in, that gives them the opportunity to decorate however they want without having to worry about this piece as much. I did not touch the mantle. The mantle remained white, and it worked. All right, so let's take a tour to the bedrooms. Cost. As you can see, the color from the kitchen, because this is an open floor concept, we carried that same gray throughout the entire house. That's another important tip. If you're wanting to make your home appear larger, be sure not to change colors in your open areas or your main rooms. You want to carry that one color throughout to give it a nice, wholesome feel. So these are our bedrooms. This is one side of the house. We have a linen closet here. This is my son's bedroom. It may be a little dark. Let's turn the light on. This is my son's bedroom. It wasn't a bad size. He had a queen size bed here, a nice closet. We had double doors on the closet, so plenty of closet space. He loved it. He's 16 now, so it was great, you know, as far as him growing up and being a preteen, it was more than enough space. Bonus, if you have televisions, please be sure to mount them. There's nothing worse than having your rooms crowded with tables, console tables, nightstands, trying to hold televisions. Mount them. Also, another bonus, our buyer was extremely happy. She even asked if we could keep the brackets up. If you can, leave the brackets. It makes it easier for them. And it also, I mean, for us, it's not, you can always purchase another bracket when you move to your new home, but it makes it easier on you because after you paint these walls, the last thing you want to do is take them out and have holes all over the wall when your buyer comes in to look. Because at the end of the day, when you're trying to sell, you have to go back and fill those. So it's a lot more work on you, and it's not pleasing to the eye of the buyer. So leave them up, spend that extra $50 for a new bracket. This was the kids' bathroom. It was a pretty good size. They had a shower tub combo. We did replace the light fixtures in here. They traditionally had some really frosted globes with yellow lights. It was really dim. So we went to Home Depot actually and replaced these, and it literally cost us all of, I think, $35–40. Not much at all, but completely changed the look of the lights. And again, we carried the same paint color throughout, nothing major. One minor change, $40, changed the look of the bathroom. This was my daughter's room, the same layout as my son's. She had the double doors for the closet. Of course, again, we let her break it up. It makes it 10 times better for the buyer. And that was really it. We did keep the carpet in our bedrooms. You don't want your carpet to look dingy, and I just feel like although our carpet wasn't dirty, I feel like after so long, just from your everyday traffic, especially in your high traffic areas like the hallways and things like that, you don't want the carpet to look flat and just blah. So we did have all of the carpet replaced in the bedrooms just to kind of give it that and that nice fluffy look, and you get the nice vacuum lines after you vacuum it. All right, so kids' hallway, I did kind of pass by it earlier. This is our thermostat. Again, it's a tech guy, he's a smart geek. When we moved in, we initially had the traditional thermostats, but we changed it over to an ECOBEE. I absolutely love it. The layout and functionality is really simple. The best part is it has an app with the thermostat. So whether we were at work, grocery shopping, if the weather changed drastically, we were easily able to go in, like, oh, it started raining, let's turn the air up or turn it off because we no longer needed it. Or for me, once I go down at night, I'm down, I'm in the bed, I don't want to get back up. So I love the fact of being able to just pick my phone up, adjust the thermostat, and roll right back over to bed. So if you want a really nice system as far as the thermostat, ECOBEE, and literally the only thing we had to do was change the face of this. There was nothing behind the scenes, and that's it. And we actually purchased this at Home Depot as well. You will find that when you start doing home improvements and reno, Home Depot will become your favorite store. All right, so coming out of the kids' bedrooms, I want to highlight our favorite part of this house, and it was actually our entryway. Literally, you walk through the front door, and this is what you see. Of course, we've moved all of our furniture out, but I had our family portraits going along this wall. And I'm talking huge 30 by 40 canvases. They were really nice. The showstopper caught everybody's attention coming in. But I love the fact that when you entered, you either had the option of coming down this long hallway straight into the living room, or for family and close people who just feel like this is their home as well, they literally will walk straight through the kitchen and here you are. So that's what I mean when I say an open floor concept. This house was very functional when it came to gatherings and family holidays. Of course, again, front entrance, but this was our flex room. I guess the old traditional term for the room would be a formal living room. We never utilized it as that. It started off as my son and my husband's game room or kind of hangout area. Again, we had mounted televisions, leave it up. This is also where we had the internet connected. Same paint color, no major upgrades in here. We kept the same light fixtures. We did, however, have the carpet replaced. And then when you turn around, you also had this room, which is my work room. For those of you who don't know, I do have my own business doing embroidery. So this room was like a full work area. It's kind of been disassembled. Don't mind the machines. I still haven't moved those out because I'm still working on orders. So come. The best room in the house, which is the owner's retreat. This was the master bedroom. We had our bed on this wall. Of course, you had really nice windows. Again, mounted televisions, all of your connections. No major upgrades in here, just carpet, paint. Again, carry that same paint color throughout if you can. It adds a great sense of uniformity.
All right, guys, this is the final piece to this home, which happens to be my favorite room. I bet you my wife didn't know that, but she knows now. But the restroom or master bathroom is my favorite room because I had this really large jacuzzi tub that allowed me to come in here and relax. And sometimes I would relax so long that I'd be in the bathroom probably an hour or two. I know it's ridiculous. My friends always make fun of me for doing so, but it is relaxation after you've been dealing with computer stuff all day long. This is like my getaway. Some of the major upgrades we did in here, of course, we carried the paint color out. Not only did we change the paint color out, but we also kept the cabinetry the same color as the kitchen area. Of course, everything else remained the same. The closet area was a really nice closet. The home we're moving into, of course, we'll show you guys. We'll have a his and hers closet, so we won't have to share the same closet. But here, this closet is actually a pretty nice size closet. This is a really nice size closet for, you know, both of us. We had plenty of room in here, but you know, going forward, Marie has decided that I need my own space, man. So I gotta get my own closet so I don't have to worry about her shoes being in the way or my shoes being in the way. So all right, guys, we're in the backyard now. As you can see, the neighbors here, they of course put a fence in place, and my neighbors on the other side put a fence in place, but we were not finished as far as the back of the yard is concerned. So I ended up adding, to close this thing off, I ended up adding another privacy fence there. So we have a full privacy fence in our backyard. And the backyard is a pretty nice size. If you look at it, you'll be able to throw parties. If you got kids, you'll be able to gather, all of that kind of stuff. As you can see, our neighbors next door, they're about to have their girls, little girl's 1-year-old birthday, and she's got a, you know, bounce house or whatever the case is back there. But these backyards are a pretty nice size, and so this is what we're coming from, and now we'll show you where we're going.